Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Khalif Towns here at ugospel.com. And on the phone today, we are talking to Jonathan McReynolds. Jonathan, how are you today?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Pretty good. So you're getting ready to release your second album. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's called Life Music Stage 2. It's the same approach to the first album, which was really just a compilation of thoughts, prayers, conversations that I put to music over the course of 4 years. This one is over the course of the 3 years since the first album dropped, and I'm really excited about it. Same approach, slightly different life, I've grown up a little bit, but I can't wait for people to hear it.
Great. So, mentioning growing up, you've recently graduated from college, and now you're actually teaching as well. Tell us a little bit about that and the process in regards to, you balancing being now a teacher as well as an artist.
Man, I actually have class tonight, man. But it's always been a great joy that I found when I teach. I just love teaching, as much or more than singing, but I just love it. And so it was always a great honor to go back and do this. I graduated from Columbia before the first album dropped, and I just graduated with a master's from Moody, last May, this past May. So I've definitely always been somebody who loves, education, loves the whole college scene and everything. So it's just a blessing to now be back at my alma mater, Columbia College, and teach, doing like a band that is centered around gospel music. So I get to teach all the, principles of theory and performance and everything else, but I get to do it in the context of gospel music. So it's been great to teach songs by my friends.
Great. So tell us a little bit about the project in regards to any collaborations you may have, how did the second album come about, things of that nature.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a really cool album, very diverse in the musicality. I mean, you can tell from the collaborations that I have. You have on one side Shantae Can's, angelic voice, and then you got Derek Minor, one of the coldest holy hip hop guys you're gonna find. Then you have NDRE, Hall of Fame, Grammy Award winning R&B, and then you have on the other side Israel Holden, Hall of Fame, worship. So it's really a fun album. I had a great time doing it. These are all friends of mine, and it's just really cool to come together and really show the variety that comes with the Christian life, and I believe should come with Christian music.
Great. What was it like working with NDRE as well as Israel Holden?
Oh, man, I love them. They are incredible people. They are people that have mastered what they do. They have mastered their niche. They have mastered the way they do things and write, and they are locked in, so it's really a blessing to come in and see how it's really done in the real world. The first album I did in my dorm room and at home, and, even though the end result wasn't necessarily far from, how it's always done, definitely the process was probably, I was thinking a little different, but it was just great to just, write and learn and, talk and share. I think the most important thing about this experience, and even just the Christian experience in general, is that we do it together. We do it as friends. We do it teaching each other, encouraging each other, challenging each other, smacking each other. And, these sessions, even though these are very accomplished people, these sessions were no different. And so it's just really a blessing to have a friendship, and now, a record of that friendship on my album.
Great. Now, the title of the project is Life Music Stage 2. If you would have to compare the two projects together, why would you name it Stage 2, and why was the first one named Stage 1?
Well, the first one wasn't really named Stage 1. It was just Life Music. I didn't expect I didn't expect much to come from it, when I was writing the music. So when I, kind of brought it all together, I was like, this is just life music. This is just the Christian viewpoint, the Christian worldview, the Christian walk outside of church. This is Monday through Saturday when life hits. And so this particular, this second album rather, is really it follows the same approach. It follows the same idea that this is all just life. This is the Christian's life. This is humanity. This is humans. This is how we live, and this is what we go through, and this is what we think about. The only thing that changes it for us is God gives us a different answer sometimes. He gives us a different perspective, a different understanding, a different context for what we're going through. And so that's what this album is about. It's only called Stage 2 because it literally is the second stage of my life. It's the second, even the stage of my career, a second platform, a second level of notoriety. The first album, I didn't expect anybody to hear it. This one, I get to interview a youth gospel. So, it's going to be different. It's a different pressure, but hopefully it's the same authenticity and the same realness.
Great. Now, if you would have to pick one song off of the entire project that you absolutely love, what song would that be and why?
Well, the song Maintain that I did with Shantae Can, I think is, first of all, it's just a pretty song. She has an absolutely amazing voice, and it was really fun to do that amongst a few others that we did live in studio. And so what you hear is really the live take of what we did, probably the first or second take of what we did that night. And so it was really cool to have that all come together. But as far as just the songwriting, the actual premise of the song is really, it could have been the title of the album because it's really, we have a tendency as Christians to take church, to take Christianity as kind of a drug, some quick high. We get a good shout in, we get a good yell in, and we feel good. We feel better, leaving out of church on Sunday. But by the time work and school and everything else hits throughout the week, we've kind of lost that good feeling, and we kind of crawl back into church by the next Sunday. And I know that's not how Christianity is supposed to go. I know that is not what God intended for the Christian to live like. Church is not supposed to be just a refilling station or an oasis, but it's supposed to kind of be almost a conference room, a place where all the real work, all the work that we did in life and all the souls that we save, all the tests that we pass, all that comes together and we get to talk about it. We get to encourage each other with them. We really need God to maintain us, not just, give us a quick high on Sunday that runs out by the next Sunday, but we need God to maintain us as Christians throughout the week because as soon as we walk out the door, these are the words of the song, we'll walk out the door of the house or the church or whatever, we're going to need him more and more. And that's my prayer for me. That's my prayer for everybody listening to the song.
Great. Now, the overall project the album comes out on September 18th. In a few words, what do you want people to actually get from the project?
Well, I want people to get that Christians are human, and we have the same issues and the same pressures and the same thoughts and conversations that a lot of humans have. And we run the same risk of losing faith, and we run the same risk of losing heart and losing identity. But we have an answer to all that. We have an answer to our humanity, and the answer is Jesus Christ. And I pray that people get that throughout the music, that it embraces the problem, it embraces the issue, but it points to the issue solver.
Mm-hmm. Great. So is there anything else you might want to let listeners know that about the project or anything that you may have coming up that you wanted people to know about?
Well, I'll say project comes out on September 18th. We're going to have a birthday we're going to have a birthday bash / album release concert in Chicago on September 18th at Fellowship. That's Pastor Charles Jenkins Church. And we're going to have, I'm sure he'll be there. We got Israel there, NDRE there, Travis Green, Shantae Can, Jermaine Dolly. So it's going to be an amazing event in South Side of Chicago. So if you're anywhere near, make sure you come on through and have a good time with us. Celebrate this new album, this new stage in my life.
Definitely. How can people stay in contact with you?
Man, you can always go to JonathanMcReynolds.com. We also have an app on Google Play and iTunes. Of course, the big three, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm on those, John McReynolds, Jon McReynolds. We also have some great content on Vivo and YouTube, so go check it out.
Great. All right, Jonathan, thank you so much for the interview, and we're definitely looking forward to great things and, looking forward to the release of your project.
My man, yeah, I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thanks again.